two kind of mindset. Number one is only to focus on what is wrong and be fear-based and full of anxiety, full of doubt, full of worry, and think of the worst and think of all the bad thing. And you look at all the SMS people talking about this acid rain, all the fear-based.
Yeah.
Whereas we can go to the other side, because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. But if you look, what we accept will empower us. What we fight weaken us. What we work for will empower us. So we have to have a mindset in which when something happens, we want to be a solution focused rather than problem dwelling. I say this again and again. People who are successful are bigger than the problem. But people who are not successful, they are smaller than the problem. So they are so full with the problem, they cannot think outside. Yeah, I like the way you say entrepreneur. Actually, what's the definition of entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is someone who finds solution to the problem of others. So look at our way of thinking. So coming to the mindset, people say positive thinking, but I want to introduce a term called power thinking. See, when you say positive thinking, sometimes people say you want to think things are positive despite all the negative. Don't want to see it. But power thinking is that you choose power, you choose thoughts that will empower you. In other words, not all the things that you think must be true, but because of your belief and thinking of it will spearhead you towards something that's more successful. So how to start a positive mindset or success mindset, we must differentiate ourselves from, you see, I always define in my line of work as a doctor. I say again and again, some people say, if you just speak 5 minutes to a person, you will know the medical problem already. If you meet one person who is always fear-based, their language is, what? I'm scared, doctor. I'm panicking. What if this happens?
Am I going blind?
Am I going blind? And if this happens, what's the complication rate? How many percent? What if I'm there 0.01%? Oh, then I said, I'm sure this patient have hypertension, diabetes, and higher chance of getting cancer in the future and stroke. Yes, because 75% of illness has been shown to to be responsible for physical illness. And studies have shown in which, I'm sure you know about this placebo effect, where you are given a wax tablet but told that it is good, 30% of healing come from just placebo effect. Because when you believe in something, we produce a substance called nitrous oxide that gives your own inner healing. That's why you see some people, the children not well, on the way of driving to the doctor, they become well already. Because the belief that they're going to be cured already cure them. So it's important that your thinking determines your life. So I introduce the 3 things: thoughts, feelings, action, result. Okay? So we have 2 kind of world: inner world, outer world, Saliha. So thoughts, feelings, inner world. Correct? Your result, what you see outside, is your outer world.
How do you do the check and balance?
Okay, so what is the link between the inner world and outer world? Thoughts, feelings, action, result. So the link between your inner world and the outer world is your action. Successful people do what poor people only think about. See the word. People who are not successful, they think and have meeting and want to do this, want to do that, but never do. But entrepreneurs, people who are highly successful, action-packed, they always have this keyword, do it now.
So they're the driver, not the passenger?
Yes, do it now. And successful people are continually learning how to increase your mindset, learning. They are continuing learning. They develop on themselves. Let me tell you the highest formula to be successful in life. Develop yourself. Don't try to develop the outer, trying to renovate your house, trying to have the best car. No, that's not the way. Because if you do not develop yourself, no matter how much money or how much things you have, it will go. But if you develop yourself, whatever you develop, you will retain. So people who are extremely successful, they're always learning. They want to listen to good programs, read good books. But people who are not successful, you know what they say? I know that already. If you meet anyone, if you try to tell them something and they say, I know already, this is the mediocre, unsuccessful, unhealthy, not happy people. But people who are successful, is that so? Oh, I must learn that. How interesting. I want to learn. So today, I want all of us, including me and you and my family, reflect. The way we speak is actually a reflection of our thinking. Because the ancestor to every action is your thought. Your thought pattern determines your result.
That's pretty much the start of everything, isn't it?
Yeah, that's thinking. And it's amazing if I do seminar and I have two two people, the same seminar, I'm telling them the same thing. One can start becoming successful and happy. But one will just take down notes and after that never do and never think, and they're still back to square one. So people thought that by buying books, going to seminar, they're going to change. No. If you only listen and think and make plan and strategize and no action taken, then you are nowhere. So coming back to this tsunami thing, of course, the fear is there, but believe me, we have to start not just focusing on the tsunami that occur in one state. Look at the whole population, how many billions of population who's having a good life, who's being healthy, start being grateful. Look at the sky and everything, and look at Malaysia. We are now our country is stable. There's no tsunami. We're having good health. So just focus on the good. And I call upon all the people in the media. The key word I want to say: stop disastering. We are most nation like to look for disaster. If you look at the news, everything is disaster. So actually, in the media, if we are trying to start making people focus on something that's negative, and we know that what we focus expand, what we keep track will grow. So why do we start keeping track on things that are good and stop focusing on the negative, but focusing on the positive, and that will change. And this is why you have a success mindset.
Right, something for us to think about. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Mohaya.